Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Paper World, where we are solving past paper questions of physics, IGCSE 0625, and we currently are solving the questions of paper 2, topic wise. We've covered 14 topics up till now, and today we are doing the last topic for work, power, and energy, which is power and efficiency. So let's begin. But before we begin, kindly like and subscribe the channel. And if you find anything helpful over here, kindly remember me in your prayers. Thank you. So let's start. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Question number one. An electric car is charged overnight. In 8 hours, 180 megajoules of energy is transferred. What is the power of the charger? Acha. Power, as we know, has the formula work done over time or energy, change in energy over time. It's basically the rate of doing work. So we have 180 joules of energy and we have 8 hours and we have to multiply 8. First we can uh, just multiply it with 60 and 60. So here we don't need to change megajoule into joules since the answer is also in megawatts, so that won't make much of a difference. So the answer would be 6.25 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 volts volts या फिर आप कर सकते हो इसको 6.3 kilowatts. ठीक है. So A is your correct answer. Question number 2. A pump does 460,000 joules of work to raise water to fill a tank. It takes 7 minutes to fill the tank. What is the power of the pump? Okay. Again, power is equal to work done over time. So here the work done is 460,000 joules and the time is given to us in minutes. So we need to convert it into seconds. So 7 into 60 and that's 420 by the way. So this is going to give you 1095.2 watts. And if as the answer over here is in kilowatts, तो हम इसको यहाँ ले जा सकते हैं और ये 1.1 kilowatts बन जाएगा. ठीक है. So option A is our correct answer. Acha, in these questions of power and efficiency and work and all, there are two things that you have to keep in mind. One, they usually round off answers in these questions. And secondly, they keep an eye on the units of the answers and the units of the question. If the answer is in kilowatt, so let the entity be in megawatt. ठीक है, वो that won't matter much. लेकिन अगर आंसर इज इन वॉट्स तो आपको ज़रूर उसको मेगा जाउल से जाउल्स में और इस तरह कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा. तो कीप एन आई ऑन दैट. This is going to help you. Okay, question number 3. A microwave oven is rated at 900 watts. Which statement correctly describes the meaning of this value? Okay. A. 900 joules are transferred every second. Okay. 900 amperes are transferred every second. 900 volts are transferred every second and 900 ohms are transferred every second. Okay. Now see, power is equal to, in this case, energy over time. ठीक है. If someone is saying the power is obviously this is power ना, watts, तो इसका मतलब ये है कि 900 joules of energy आ रही होगी per second. तो फिर ये 900 watts बनेगा. ठीक है. तो A हमारा करेक्ट ऑप्शन है. एनर्जी हमेशा जाउल्स में आ रही होती है. दैट इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू पावर विद दिस फॉर्मूला, ठीक है। 900 एम्पियर्स, 900 वोल्ट्स, ये सब गलत है क्योंकि वोल्ट्स तो आपके 420 टू 440 ही आते हैं व्हेन यूजिंग एसी करंट एंड ऑल, और ये एम्पियर्स और ये भी मेरे ख्याल से आई लीव इट टू द टाइम व्हेन वी डू द टॉपिक ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, ठीक है। तो वहाँ पे आपको समझ आ जाएगा, मगर यहाँ पे आपको बस दिस मच यू शुड नो दैट एनर्जी ओवर टाइम इज पावर। सो जाउल्स जो हैं वो एनर्जी का यूनिट है, इसलिए 900 जाउल्स वुड बी ट्रांसफर टू 900 वोल्ट्स, ठीक है। A wind turbine is 30% efficient and has an output of 2.5 megawatts of electric power. What is the power input of the turbine? Okay. Now, efficiency has a formula that is output, useful output actually, over input into 100. Okay. So, we know the efficiency to be 30%. And we know the output to be 2.5 megawatts and the input is also in megawatts, so we don't need to convert this, ठीक है। और input we have to find and multiply by 100, input उधर चला जाएगा तो 2.5 over 30 into 100 हो जाएगा, और this is going to be 8.3 megawatts, ठीक है जी। So here is our correct option, ठीक है जी। Which two physical quantities must be used to calculate the power developed by a student running up a flight of stairs? Okay, they have to calculate the power, ठीक है। तो power is work done over rate of work done or energy over time. So here we'll see our options and then see. Force exerted and the vertical height of steps only. Force exerted and the time taken only. Work done and the vertical height of steps only. No, work done and time taken only. So we needed work done and time. ठीक है? So D is our correct option. ठीक हो गया? Question number 6. A child runs up a set of stairs 4 times. The time taken for each run is recorded. Which time is measured when the child's useful power is greatest? Okay. Now they are giving us time, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Acha, we know that they are asking us about power. So power is work done over time, your rate of doing work. Acha, and now here we can see that power is inversely proportional to time. So if the power has to be greatest, the time has to be the least. ठीक है ना? जितना लेस टाइम उतनी ज्यादा पावर, ठीक है। एंड वाइस वर्सा, जितनी ज्यादा पावर उतना लेस टाइम। सो टाइम जो सबसे लीस्ट है वैल्यू टाइम की, दैट इज 10 सेकेंड्स। सो दैट्स व्हेन द ग्रेटेस्ट पावर इज देयर फॉर द चाइल्ड, ठीक है जी। ओके, द engine of a motor vehicle develops a large power. Which statement is correct? Okay. The driving force acting on the vehicle must be large. Okay. The engine must have a very large volume. Okay. The engine must transfer large amounts of energy each second. Okay. The vehicle must be very fast. Again, you know, power is rate of doing work. See, ठीक है. So yeah, energy over time. So large the amount of energy each second, larger the power. So if we look at the options, option C is giving us this phenomena. The engine must transfer large amounts of energy each second. Large amount of energy, large amount of power, because यहाँ पे power was inversely proportional to time, and here the power is directly proportional to energy. So more the energy, more the power. Question number 8. The engine of a motor vehicle develops a large power. Which statement is correct? The driving force acting on the vehicle must be large. The engine must have a large volume. Volume का तो कोई लेना देना नहीं है with the power and everything. The engine must transfer large amounts of energy each second and the vehicle must be very fast. Acha. Now we know that power is work done over time or energy over time, and power is directly proportional to energy, and as we just learned in the last question that power is inversely proportional to time. So if something is directly proportional to each other, so increasing one would increase the other as well, and decreasing one would decrease the other as well. So if we look at our options, so option C states that the engine must transfer large amounts of energy each second. So rate of doing work is greater, ठीक है, when the energy being transferred is greater, ठीक है. So C is our correct option. Okay. Question number 8. A machine has a power input of 200 volts and a useful output energy of 1 kilojoules in 6 minutes. What is the efficiency of the machine? Okay. To find the efficiency, we need useful output by input multiplied by 100. So we've been given output as 1 kilojoule in 6 minutes. तो हमें इसका निकालना पड़ेगा पावर. ठीक है, पावर is equal to energy over time, and this is 1 kilojoule in 6 minutes. So ये 1000 joules हो जाएगा और 6 minutes जो हैं वो 360 seconds में हमें convert करने पड़ेंगे, and we will get an answer of 2.77. So here now we know that our output is 2.77 watts and our input is 200 watts, and this is our efficiency that we are calculating. So the answer that we get is 1.385%, or you can round it off to 1.4% as well. So C is the correct option. Okay, what is the unit of power? The unit of power is watt. Question number 10. Okay, a boy takes 0.660 seconds to lift a book of mass 0.60 kgs from the top of the desk and place it on a shelf. The top of the desk is 0.80 meters above the floor and the shelf is 1.7 meters above the floor. The gravitational field strength is 10 newtons. Which power does the boy develop? Acha. Now, the boy has lifted a book from the top of the desk, okay, and placed it here on the top of the shelf, okay. So the top of the desk ये 0.8 है from the floor, and the total distance of this shelf is 1.7 from the floor. So the distance that he used is 1.7 minus 0.8. ठीक है ना जी? अच्छा. And once we've established these things, so we need to find the power. Now, power is work done over time or energy over time. We need one thing. We haven't been given force or distance. ठीक है? Distance is there, but फोर्स नहीं है हमारे पास, मास है हमारे पास. अच्छा, या तो फिर आप मास को कन्वर्ट करो इनटू वेट एंड देन यूज इट एज फोर्स, ठीक है. लेकिन इसका एक और तरीका भी है कि हम एनर्जी निकाल लें. वी कैन फाइंड द एनर्जी. वी नो दैट समथिंग हैज मूव्ड against the gravitational field and they've given you the value of gravitational field strength over here. So they want you to solve it in that manner. ठीक है. तो अगर आप देखो तो anything that has moved against the gravitational field will have gravitational potential energy. ठीक है. और जो gravitational potential energy है in this case we know the mass, we know the gravitational field strength value, and we know the height as well. So we can easily take it out from here. So 0.60 is the mass, 10 into height is 1.7 minus 0.8. So this gives you 5.4 joules. ठीक है, तो हमारे पास एनर्जी आ गई. टाइम हमें पता है 0.60 सेकेंड्स है, तो एनर्जी की जगह हम ये ग्रेविटेशनल पोटेंशियल एनर्जी की वैल्यू लगाएंगे और नीचे 0.60 करेंगे. तो we will get an answer of 9 watts. ठीक है, we had to find the power. So C is our correct option. ठीक है, question number 11. The statement describes what happens when the power of a machine is increased. Okay. The work done in a given time decreases. The work done in a given time increases. The time taken to do a given quantity of work decreases and the time taken to do a given quantity of work increases. Okay, now we know that power is work done over time, rate of doing work. So if power is going to be increased, the work done in a given time is also going to increase. So this is not a correct option and this is one of the correct options. ठीक है? And the other two things are related to time. Now we already have established that this is directly proportional to work done and power is inversely proportional to time. So when the power is going to be increased, so time is going to be decreased. The time taken to do a given quantity of work decreases. Yes. And this is not correct. So option 2 and 3 are correct. So C is the correct option. ठीक है? Question number 12. A boy holds onto a bar and pulls himself up until his chin is level with the bar. He raises himself through 40 centimeters in 0.5 seconds. The weight of the boy is 500 newtons. What is the average power he produces as he raises himself? Okay. Here again, power is work done over time and work done is force into distance over time. So force is 500 newtons. Actually, the distance is given in centimeters. We have to convert it in meters. So this is going to be 0.40. Okay. And the time is 0.5 seconds. So this gives us an answer of 400 watts as the power. Option B is the correct option. ठीक है? अच्छा जी, question number 13. A rope connected to a pulley system and motor is used to lift different objects through different distances. The time taken to lift each object is the same. The diagrams are not to scale. Which motor requires the greatest power? Okay. Power again is work done over time. As the time over here is same for every system that they have mentioned. So what we are going to see is जहां पे फोर्स इंटू डिस्टेंस ज्यादा होगा वहीं पर आपको ज्यादा पावर मिलेगी. ठीक है ना? सो इफ यू सी this is 10 kgs load and this is raised like 2 meters. ये 5 kg है और ये 3 meters raise हो रहा है. ठीक है, तो और ये 10 kgs और ये 1 meter रेज हो रहा है, ये 2 kgs है और ये 3 meters रेज हो रहा है. तो आप इसको अगर चाहो तो वेट में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हो. ठीक है, एंड W इज इक्वल टू 10 इंटू 10 ही ले लेते हैं हम 100. ठीक है, तो इन दिस केस द वर्क डन इज गोइंग टू बी 100 into 2, that is 200 watts आ जाएगा. ठीक है, इसमें 5 है तो 25 सॉरी 5 है तो हो जाएगा 5 into 10 15 एंड 15 3 हो जाएगा 45 वॉट्स हो जाएगा. ये 10 है 100 हो जाएगा और ये 100 वॉट्स होगा और ये 2 kgs है तो 20 into 3 हो जाएगा, which is going to be 60 watts. So यहाँ पे आपको नजर आ रहा है कि जो greatest power है that is required by option A. ठीक है. Question number 14. In a small hydroelectric power scheme, 800 kgs of water drops through a vertical height of 2.2 minutes every second. 2.2 meters every second. The electrical output is 10.6 kilowatts. What is the efficiency of the scheme? Okay. Now, efficiency is output over input multiplied by 100. We have the output with us. We don't have the input. To take out the input, we have power and work done over time, or energy over time as well. So here something has been dropped vertically, so we know that mgh यहाँ पे हमारे पास अप्लाई होगा ही होगा. ठीक है ना. तो हमारे पास 800 kgs है into 9.8 or 10 whatever you like and 2.2 meters है, और टाइम जो है वो every second है, so this is divided by 1. So we have an input of 17,248 watts. ठीक है. और हमारे पास आउटपुट जो है वो 10.6 है. So हम इसको कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं into watts as well, है ना. तो this is going to become 10,600 watts और ये हो जाएगा 17,248 watts and into 100, and this gives you an answer of 61.45%. that can be rounded off to 60% as well. So C is our correct option. Question number 15. A scientist uses an electric motor to lift a load through a vertical distance of 2 meters. Question 15. A scientist uses an electric motor to lift a load through a vertical distance of 2 meters. He then increases the input power to the motor and repeats the experiment. The efficiency of the motor does not change. Which row correctly describes the effect that this has on the useful work done, lifting the load and time taken to lift it? अच्छा जी. The first one options are work done decreases, stays the same, decreases, stays the same. अच्छा. Where the power is concerned, there is work done over time. ठीक है. So as power was increased and efficiency did not increase or decrease, so it means that time decreased and power increased and work done remained the same. ठीक है जी. यहाँ पे जो हमारे पास ऑप्शंस हैं उनके अकॉर्डिंगली अगर हम देखें तो वर्क डन डिक्रीज हो रहा है या स्टेज द सेम रह रहा है. ठीक है. तो हम यहाँ पर ये असर्ट करते हैं कि द वर्क डन स्टेज द सेम. ठीक है. Why does the work done stays the same and power changes? Because the power was increased. ठीक है. So the time taken must have decreased. ठीक है. I've just told you that these two things are inversely proportional. When they say that he increased the input power, so if this has increased, the time always has to decrease when power is increasing. ठीक है. तो हमारे पास ये दो ऑप्शंस थे टाइम टेकन के जिसमें डिक्रीज हो रहा था टाइम. ठीक है. और वर्क डन जो है वो डिक्रीज हो रहा है कि इंक्रीज हो रहा है या स्टेज द सेम रह रहा है. तो अगर पावर इंक्रीज हो रही है तो वर्क डन डिक्रीज तो किसी सूरत हो ही नहीं सकता. सो ये ऑप्शन भी एलिमिनेट हो गई. तो बी सिर्फ करेक्ट ऑप्शन हमारे पास रह गई जिसमें टाइम डिक्रीज हो रहा है बिकॉज द पावर इज इंक्रीजिंग एंड एज पावर इज इंक्रीजिंग टाइम इज डिक्रीजिंग, तो द वर्क डन रिमेन्स द सेम. ठीक है. क्योंकि हमारे पास और कोई ऐसा ऑप्शन नहीं जिसमें वर्क डन भी इंक्रीज हो रहा होता. ठीक है, एज दे आर डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल तो पावर इंक्रीज होने से मे बी वर्क डन इंक्रीज होता. सॉरी, एक्सक्यूज मी. अच्छा जी, क्वेश्चन नंबर 16. An engine produces 240 kilojoules of energy in 2 minutes. What is the power output of the engine? अच्छा, ये एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस हो रही है, ठीक है, और 2 मिनट्स में हो रही है, और टाइम भी उन्होंने दिया हुआ है. तो सिंपली हम पावर एनर्जी ओवर टाइम से ये पावर आउटपुट निकाल सकते हैं अपनी. 240 joules ऑफ एनर्जी है और 2 मिनट्स नहीं होगा, 2 into 60 होगा. सिंस द आंसर इज इन kilowatts, so we don't need to change 240 kilojoules into joules. So our answer is going to be 2 kilowatts. ठीक है जी, A is the correct option. Question number 17. A crane is used to lift loads vertically. Okay. The output power of the crane to lift the car is P. The crane then lifts a lorry which has 3 times the weight of the car through 0.5 of the distance in 0.50 of the time. What is the output power of the crane now? Okay. Now here they are comparing two entities. One is a car, one is the lorry, and whatever data we have for the lorry is corresponded to the data of the car. ठीक है, तो what this question can be actually done in two ways. One is the direct method, and the other is the detailed method. I could have used the direct method, and I will show you the direct method as well. But once I reached the answer, so I thought that you guys would be confused that how was this answer reached. So I am doing a detailed method and a direct method as well in the end. So just to tell you that how we are going to reach the answer of 3 by 2 with all this data that has been provided to us. Okay? So let's start with the detailed method. Now we know that the data of the lorry corresponds with that of the car. So what we can do is we can make two columns, one for the car and one for the lorry. Okay? And correspond their data. Okay, now they are telling us that the crane lifts the lorry, which is 3 times the weight of the car. So if the weight of the car is W, the weight of the lorry would be 3W, okay? And mass and weight are directly proportional. So we can say that the mass of the car is M and the mass of the lorry is 3M. Okay, na? They obviously are directly proportional, so we can change them like this. And then they give us a height or a distance. So this is 0.25 of the distance of the car. This is not the direct distance that the जी ये crane ने लॉरी को उठाया है a distance of 0.25 meters. वो ये नहीं कह रहे, वो कह रहे this is 0.25 of where the car was lifted. ठीक है, so अगर ये 0.25 है 2, 3, 4, so 1/4 है ये जहां पे कार को उठाया गया था. ठीक है, 1/4 of that distance है. So if we take the height of the car to be h, ठीक है, at a height where it was raised, तो लॉरी को उस हाइट का 1/4 रेज किया गया. सो द हाइट दैट द लॉरी रीच्ड वुड बी h over 4. ठीक है, एंड देन दे से कि इट टुक 0.5 of the time that it took to raise the car. 0.5 means half of the time जितना कार को उठाने में लगा. तो if we take time of the car to be t, time taken for the car to be raised to be t, so the time taken for the lorry to be raised would be t over 2, half. ठीक हो क्या? So what we are going to do is, first we are going to find the power P of the car. ठीक है, we don't need to find that, we just need to give P a detailed version. as the car and the lorry both have been raised against gravity, so we know that work done would be equal to the change in energy, which will be gravitational potential energy. ठीक है? So this is the power output for the car. ठीक है? Now we have, as you know that all in the question, every value of the lorry has been corresponded to the value of the car. ठीक है? So now when we find the power output for the lorry, we will write the same thing, mgh over t. But here the value of m would be 3m, the value of g would be g, and the value of h would be h over 4, and the value of t over here would be t by 2. ठीक है? So this would give you 3 mgh over 4 divided by t over 2. ठीक है? So this is going to give you 3 mgh over 4 multiplied by 2 by t. ठीक है? तो 2 से 2 cancel हो गया and you've reached 3 mgh over t into 2t. ठीक है? Now if you see the mgh over t was the power of the car, P. ठीक है? P was equal to mgh over t. ठीक है? That is why I did this. वरना पावर आउटपुट ऑफ द कार तो उन्होंने P से डिनोट किया ही हुआ था. I gave you this so that we can explain this कि यहाँ पे P कैसे आया. तो when mgh over t is equal to P, तो इसकी जगह हम लिख सकते हैं P और इसके साथ 3 है and then there is a 2 with it. So that is how we reach the power output of the lorry. This is how we take out the power output of the lorry to be 3p over 2. Okay. So this is the detailed explanation of how we reached here. Now the direct approach is, obviously power is work done over time. So work done is your weight, your force, F into D over T हो जाएगा ना ये. तो the weight or force was 3 times. तो हमने यहाँ पे 3 लिख दिया. The distance was 0.25, that is 1/4, and the time was 0.50. So this gives you the value to be 3/2, and because this is corresponding with the value of the car, तो ये यहाँ पर आ जाएगा. 3/2 of P जो है वो is the output for the crane. ठीक हो क्या जी? So this is a very very direct approach. We could have done this without any issue, but I wanted to go and tell you a detailed method of how we reached here. ठीक है? So this is done. State the power produced by a force. The size of the force must be known. Yes. What else needs to be known to calculate the power? Okay. Power F into D over T. तो distance पता होना चाहिए, time पता होना चाहिए. The distance the force moves the object पता होना चाहिए, and the time पता होना चाहिए. तो A is going to be our correct option. ठीक है? Oh, question number 19. A boy produces an average power output of 60 watts as he rides his bicycle for 2 minutes. How much useful energy does he expend? Okay. We have been given output power and we have been given the time. We need energy. So power is equal to energy over time. Power हमारे पास है, energy we have to find out, and time is 2 into 60. So this is going to give us 7200 watts of power. Sorry, हमने energy निकालनी थी, 7200 joules of energy. So D is the correct option. Question number 20. A car traveling on a straight horizontal road has 1.6 megajoules of kinetic energy. It accelerates for 20 seconds until it has 2.5 megajoules of kinetic energy. What is the average power output used to increase the kinetic energy of the car? Achha. In this question, first we need to see के what do we have to find. Okay? Actually हमें increase in kinetic energy निकालनी है, which means that we have to find the difference of kinetic energies. ठीक है? तो हम क्या करेंगे कि एक काइनेटिक एनर्जी हमारे पास इनिशियल है और फिर फाइनल है. ठीक है, तो डिफरेंस हम निकाल लेंगे उसका. 2.5 मेगाजाउल्स माइनस 1.6 मेगाजाउल्स, तो हमारे पास आ जाएगा 0.9 मेगाजाउल्स. ठीक है, एनर्जी हमारे पास आ गई. अब हम आउटपुट आराम से निकाल सकते हैं. पावर जो है वो डेल्टा ई और टी है. अब पावर हमारे पास आ गई है. अच्छा, आंसर जो है वो वॉट में और किलोवाट दोनों में हो सकता है चूंकि, इसलिए हम इसको वॉट्स में कन्वर्ट कर लेते हैं. ठीक है, आपको पता है मेगा वॉट्स आर इक्वल टू 10 रेज़ टू द पावर 6. ठीक है, एंड टाइम हमारे पास जो है वो 20 सेकेंड्स है. जब हम इसको निकालते हैं तो हमारे पास 45,000 वॉट्स ऑफ पावर आती है. लेकिन यहाँ पे 45,000 वॉट्स आंसर में नहीं है, लेकिन आंसर में 45 किलो वॉट्स है. तो ऑब्वियसली 45, तो जब वॉट्स को हम किलो वॉट्स में कन्वर्ट करेंगे तो 45 किलो वॉट्स आ जाएगा. तो सी इज आवर करेक्ट ऑप्शन. ठीक है, क्वेश्चन नंबर 21. Man climbs a ladder. Which two quantities can be used to calculate the useful power of the man? So, the weight of the man and the time taken. Weight यहाँ पे किसी काम का भी नहीं है. Weight फिर किसी काम का नहीं है. The work done by the man and the time taken only. So, work done and time. C is our correct option. Question 22. A crane on a construction site lifts concrete beams. Useful work done by the crane is 4,000 kilojoules in a time of 160 seconds. What is the useful output power of the crane? Okay. Power is equal to work done over time. Work done we know is 4,000 kilojoules और time हमें पता है 160 है. And because the answer is both in watts and kilowatts, तो हम निकाल के देखते हैं. उसके बाद हम देखते हैं कि हमने कन्वर्ट करना है कि नहीं. ठीक है, तो इसका आंसर हमारे पास 25,000 वॉट्स आएगा, जो कि कहीं आंसर में नहीं है, लेकिन 25 किलोवॉट्स है. दैट मीन्स अगर हम इसको आंसर को वॉट से किलोवॉट में कन्वर्ट कर लें तो सी इज गोइंग टू बी आवर करेक्ट ऑप्शन. Okay, question number 23. A girl hangs by her hand from a bar in a gymnasium. She pulls herself up until her chin is level with the bar. The mass of the girl is 48 kgs. She pulls herself up through a distance of 0.25 meters. She does this in 2 seconds. What is the useful power she uses to pull herself up? Achha. We've been given the mass of the girl. We've been given the distance. And we've been given the time. So we need to find the power. ठीक है, तो power is work done over time or F into D over time. So we've been given the mass, so we can always change the mass into weight. ठीक है, या F is equal to ma भी आप इसको लिख सकते हैं. मास 48 हो गया और ये 10 हो गया ए की वैल्यू, तो आपके पास 480 न्यूटन्स आ गया फोर्स. ठीक है, तो 480 is the force, distance is 0.25 meters and time is 2 seconds. So when we solve it, we get an answer of 60 watts as her power. अच्छा जी. Okay, question number 24. The vertical displacement of a mass of 0.20 kg changes with time. The graph shows how this displacement changes. At which rate does it gain gravitational potential energy as it moves upwards? Okay, this is a graph question. This is quite simple. देखने में आपको शायद लग रहा होगा है ये कैसे हम करेंगे या whatever. This is a simple question. I'll just teach you how we are going to do that. Okay, now we know that gravitational potential energy is mgh. ठीक है, and we have to find the rate at which the gravitational potential energy changes. ठीक है, yeah, it is gained. So whenever we talk about the rate, we include time in it. ठीक है, so now the rate of increase of gravitational potential energy is mgh over t. Okay, I hope this much is clear. So to find this, we need the mass, gravitational potential energy, height, distance and time. ठीक है, तो m we know is 0.20, g की value 10, 9.8, whatever we are going to take. H and t we have to find out. Now if you see that in this graph, there is, to find the height that this object has reached, we need to take 2 points. ठीक है, the highest it reached, ये आप इनमें से कोई भी ले सकते हो, इसका ले सकते हो, इसका ले सकते हो, इसका ले सकते हो, किसी का भी ले सकते हो. मैंने तो बस बीच में जो था उसका हाइट ले लिया. आप यहाँ से भी ले सकते हो और इस पॉइंट से भी ले सकते हो. बस आपको एक हाईएस्ट पॉइंट चाहिए और एक लोएस्ट पॉइंट चाहिए टू नो के हाइट उसने कितनी रीच की. ठीक है, हाइट का डिफरेंस ही आपको उसका हाइट देगा. सो द हाईएस्ट पॉइंट ओवर हियर इज 2.5 centimeters, and as displacement is in centimeters. ठीक है, and the lowest it went was minus 2.5, if you can see centimeter. So height, how are we going to find the difference of both? 2.5 minus 2.5, that gives us the height to be 5 centimeters, and we'll need it to be in meters. So 0.05 is going to be the height in meters. Now we need time. Time भी जो होगा उसका भी हमको difference निकालना पड़ेगा. Okay, so I have a ruler. I hope I can just, तो time के लिए if you can see, I hope I can draw a straight line. थोड़ा सा अभी भी हिल गया, but इसको I hope थोड़ा सा अभी भी हिल जाता है. बट एनीवेज, टाइम अगर हम लोएस्ट पॉइंट का देखें तो वो ऑलमोस्ट हमको 0.38 आ रहा है. यहाँ पे 39 पे लाइन आ रही है, बट दिस इज द पॉइंट. ठीक है, तो टाइम हमारा 0.38 है और टाइम हमारा जो है वो 0.63 है. एक्चुअली यहाँ पर इस कौन सी लाइन लगाकर भी रूलर से सीधी मुझसे सही नहीं लगी, बट एनीवेज यू कैन ऑलवेज यूज अ रूलर फॉर दैट. तो एक टाइम जो उसकी डिस्प्लेसमेंट में आया है चेंज में, वो 0.63 है और एक टाइम 0.38 है. ठीक है ना, जो लोएस्ट पॉइंट पे जब वो था तो वो 0.38 था उसका टाइम, और जब वो हाईएस्ट पॉइंट पे पहुंचा तो उसका टाइम जो था वो 2.5 था. अब यहाँ पर भी आप ये वाला अगर पॉइंट्स ले रहे हो तो ये वाला आपका टाइम होगा और इसके डायरेक्टली नीचे ये वाला आपका टाइम होगा. ठीक है, सो यू कैन टेक एनी पॉइंट ओवर हियर. I've just taken this point doesn't mean कि you have to take that point as well. So time जो है वो भी जैसे h2 minus h1 था तो t2 minus t1 ही होगा, and that would be 0.63 minus 0.38. That is going to give us 0.25 seconds to be the time. ठीक है, क्योंकि rate of change है ना, तो that is why we are taking two values. तो यहाँ पे जब हम अब अपनी values लगाएंगे into 10 into 0.05 to be height over 0.05 over the time which is 0.25 seconds. तो the answer that we are going to get would be 0.4 watts. ठीक है, which is option D. So I hope you understood the question. Too much working for a 1 marks question, but ऐसे questions are always there. They do come in. I hope आप लोगों को ऐसा कोई question ना आए, but still I had to teach you in detail कि ये question कैसे होता है. Okay, question number 25. A student runs up a flight of stairs. Which information is not needed to calculate the rate at which the student is doing work against gravity? Not needed. ठीक है? The height of the flight of stairs. No, that is required because यहाँ पर ही force apply हो रही है. She is moving upwards. तो distance जो है वो ये वाला हम लेंगे. The length of the flight of stairs. अभी length हमें we don't require a length क्योंकि ये height इस वक्त is what matters. But हम आगे भी पढ़ लेते हैं. टाइम टेकन तो रिक्वायर्ड है. वेट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट भी रिक्वायर्ड. वेट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट भी वैसे इतना रिक्वायर्ड नहीं है अगर आप उस तरह देखो, लेकिन अगर आप इसको mgh/t कर दोगे और उसमें आपको वेट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट भी रिक्वायर्ड हो. ठीक है, तो द लेंथ इज द ओनली थिंग जो यहाँ पे रिक्वायर्ड नहीं है बिकॉज ये ऊपर जा रहे हैं. तो अभी इस वक्त जो फोर्स अप्लाई हो रही है वो इस हाइट के साथ अप्लाई हो रही है. ठीक है, वरना तो हम सीधी फोर्स और सीधा डिस्टेंस लेते ना, मगर ये सीधा सीधा नहीं जा रही बच्ची, ये ऊपर जा रही है. तो अभी जो डिस्टेंस हमें लेना पड़ेगा वर्क डन के लिए वो ये लेना पड़ेगा, हाइट. ठीक है, तो द लेंथ ऑफ द स्टेयर्स इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. क्वेश्चन नंबर 26. Question number 26. A motor is used to lift a load of 40 newtons. The power of the motor is 40 watts. यानी इनपुट जो है वो 40 आ रही है. And the system is 20% efficient. So how long does it take for the motor to lift the load through 0.50 meters? अच्छा, अब हमारे पास efficiency है, ठीक है, and we don't have the power. ठीक है, तो हमारे पास आउटपुट पावर नहीं है, हमारे पास इनपुट है मल्टीप्लाई बाय 100 है. ठीक है, तो इफ वी हैव टू फाइंड द आउटपुट तो वी विल मल्टीप्लाई एफिशिएंसी एंड इनपुट ओवर 100. ठीक है, टू फाइंड द आउटपुट पावर. ठीक है, एफिशिएंसी हमारे पास 20% है, इनपुट हमारे पास 40 वॉट्स आ रही है और ये 100 है, तो दैट गिव्स अस एन आउटपुट पावर ऑफ 8 वॉट्स. ठीक है, नाउ वी हैव इनपुट पावर एंड आउटपुट पावर एज वेल. अच्छा, व्हाट वी रिक्वायर इज हाउ लॉन्ग डज इट टेक. ठीक है, तो इसका मतलब टाइम निकालना है हमें. पावर इज इक्वल टू फोर्स इनटू डिस्टेंस ओवर टाइम, वर्क डन ओवर टाइम. ठीक है, फोर्स 40 न्यूटन्स की है, डिस्टेंस जो है वो 0.50 का है और टाइम हमको नहीं पता और पावर अभी हमने आउटपुट निकाली है एज 8 वॉट्स. ठीक है, तो टी को हम उधर ले जाएंगे. दिस इज गोइंग टू गिव अस 2.5 सेकेंड्स. ठीक है, क्योंकि हमें निकालना था मोटर लोड उठाने के लिए इतना क्या रिक्वायर्ड है. ठीक है, तो इन हमें आउटपुट रिक्वायर्ड ही रिक्वायर्ड थी, उसी से हमें फिर टाइम मिलना. ठीक है, सो 2.5 सेकेंड्स इज आवर ऑप्शन बी. ओके, क्वेश्चन नंबर 27. A solar panel is used to recharge a battery. The solar panel produces 0.8 watts of electrical power. The panel is 20% efficient. What is the power input of the sunlight on the solar panel? Okay. Now, efficiency is equal to useful output power over input power into 100. ठीक है जी, तो ये हमें पता है आउटपुट क्या है 0.80 watts. एफिशिएंसी भी हमें पता है. We need to find the input into 100. ठीक है, input power is over 20. Okay, so when we calculate this, the input power comes out to be 4 watts. ठीक है जी? That's how we do it. Question number 28. 40-watt lamp wastes 34 joules of energy every second by heating its surrounding. What is the efficiency of the lamp? To find the efficiency, we need output, useful output by input into 100. We have the input, but we don't have the output. But we can find the output from here. ठीक है? This is going to be 34 joules, लेकिन हम निकाल लेते. एनर्जी जो वेस्ट हो रही है, that is 34 joules. ठीक है? तो 34 watts जो है, वो वेस्ट हो रही है. ठीक है? तो आउटपुट क्या आ रही है? आउटपुट इज गोइंग टू बी 40 watts minus 34 watts. दैट इज बीइंग वेस्टेड. ये इनपुट है और ये वेस्ट हो रही है, तो बीच में जो बच रही है दैट इज गोइंग टू बी योर आउटपुट. ठीक है ना? 6 वॉट्स की आउटपुट मिल रही है. अगर अब हम इसमें लगाएं 6 वॉट्स की इन आउटपुट बाय 40 वॉट्स की इनपुट इनटू 100, तो द आंसर कम्स आउट टू बी 15%. यानी इस सिस्टम की एफिशिएंसी इज 15%. The man, question number 29. A man can either take an escalator or a lift to travel up between 2 floors in a hotel. The escalator takes 20 seconds to carry the man between the 2 floors. The useful work done against gravity is W. The useful power developed is P. The lift takes 30 seconds to carry the same man between the 2 floors. How much useful work against gravity is done by the lift? And how much useful power is developed by the lift? Okay. So here the height of the lift and height of the escalator is the same. So W is equal to mgh is going to be the same for both of them. ठीक है ना? As we know that power is equal to work done over time. So for escalator, it is going to be power is equal to W over 20. And for lift, it is going to be power is equal to W over 30. Now we know that lesser the time, more the power. ठीक है ना? So, useful work done against the gravity by the lift would be W. ठीक है? वो हमें यहाँ पे पता चल रहा है. और यूजफुल पावर डन बाय द लिफ्ट जो है would be less than that of the escalator because यहाँ पे टाइम कम है, यहाँ पे टाइम ज्यादा है. More the time, less the power. तो इस P से ये P is going to be less. ठीक हो क्या? तो फिर C जो है is the correct option. Question number 30. A lamp has a power input of 5 watts. It wastes 1 watt of power heating the surrounding. What is the efficiency of the lamp? Okay. अब हमें efficiency के लिए output और input दोनों चाहिए. Useful output over input into 100. लेकिन यहाँ पर उन्होंने input देके they've stated the wastage. So the output is going to be useful output is going to be input minus the wastage. So it is going to be 4 watts. ठीक है? The 4 watts is the useful output, 5 watts is the input, and 100 इसके साथ लगेगा with the efficiency, and this is going to be 80%. ठीक है जी, तो सी इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन. Question number 31. Three boxes each weigh around 100 newtons. A man lifts all the boxes together from the ground on a shelf that is 1.5 meters above the ground. The man takes 2 seconds to do this. How much useful power does the man produce lifting the boxes? Okay. Power is, we all know, work done over time, and work done is force into distance as well. तो हम ये ले सकते हैं, ठीक है. And as 3 boxes he has picked up, तो force would be 300 newtons, ठीक है. His one box weighs 100 newtons, तो 100 into 3 is 300 newtons, ठीक है जी. और force हमारी अब 300 हो गई. The distance is 1.5 and the time taken is 2 seconds. So this is going to give us 225 watts of useful power. So B is the correct option. Question number 32. Some processes are more efficient than others. Which expression gives you the efficiency of a process? Okay. The efficiency is useful energy output by input, total energy input, into 100. So it's not total energy output by total energy input, it's useful energy output by total energy input, ठीक है. So B is going to be the correct answer, and obviously it's not wasted energy output or wasted energy output in any case, ठीक है जी. 32 का आंसर आपका B है. 33. The weightlifter raises a 2000 Newton weight through a vertical height of 2 meters in 0.80 seconds. What useful power does he develop in doing this? Okay. Now power again we know is work done over time, that is rate of doing work. And since we have a force and we have a height and time as well, so work done would be written as force into distance over time, ठीक है जी. So the force is 2000 newtons, the distance or height is 2 meters, and 0.80 seconds is the time. So this is going to give us 5000 watts as the answer. So A is the correct option. Acha, I have to tell you guys something that over here the answer at the end of this book was D, because in paper the actual option which is 5000 watts was option D, ठीक है. तो यहाँ पर करते करते the sequence changed and 5000 newtons came to option A, and पीछे वो चेंज करना भूल गए, सो वहां ऑप्शन डी लिखा हुआ है विच इज नॉट करेक्ट. 5000 न्यूटन्स इज द करेक्ट आंसर, ठीक है. तो डोंट कंफ्यूज योरसेल्फ व्हेन यू आर डूइंग योर ओन थिंग एंड यू से कि भी ये तो आंसर डी आ रहा है और यहाँ मैंने आंसर ए निकाला हुआ है. तो आंसर ए हो या डी हो, 5000 वॉट्स है आंसर. तो इसको थोड़ा सा क्लैरिफाई आई थॉट कि मैं कर दूं, क्योंकि आई ऑल्सो गॉट कंफ्यूज्ड कि ऑप्शन डी कैसे हो सकता है. एंड देन आई वेंट टू द ओरिजिनल पेपर एंड देयर आई गॉट टू नो के पहले यहाँ ऑप्शन डी में पेपर में एक्चुअली 5000 वॉट्स दिया हुआ है और 800 वॉट्स ऑप्शन ए है. तो इस वजह से यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन हो गया. पास पेपर्स की टॉपिकल्स में इस किस्म के मसले हो जाते हैं, सो नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. Okay, question number 34. A wind turbine generates 54 kilowatts of useful power from an input of 180 kilowatts of wind power. Which calculation gives the percentage efficiency of the turbine? Okay, percentage efficiency, we all know, is useful output by total input multiply by 100. So 54 is the output and 180 kilowatts is the input, or they've converted them to watts. तो 54,000 हो जाएगा और 18,000 हो जाएगा. तो 54 over 18 ये तो गलत हो गया. 100 is not supposed to come here. ये भी गलत हो गया. ये यूजफुल पावर फ्रॉम द, अच्छा ठीक है. तो यही हमारी आउटपुट है, ये हमारी इनपुट है और ये मल्टीप्लाई बाय 100 है. तो सी इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन अकॉर्डिंग टू ऑल ऑफ दिस. ठीक है जी. अच्छा जी. Question 35. 4 people of equal weight on a beach use different routes to get to the top of the sea wall. Which person produces the greatest average power? Okay. A. Runs across the beach and then climbs the ladder and time taken is 8 seconds. Walks across the beach, then climbs the ladder, time taken is 16 seconds. Runs up the slipway, takes 5 seconds, and walks up the slipway and takes 10 seconds. Okay, now we've been asked to calculate the greatest average power. Okay. So power we all know is work done over time. So lesser the time, greater would be the power. Okay, now we all know that power is directly proportional to the work done and power is inversely proportional to the time. Here work done is not being mentioned and time is being mentioned, so we will use this relationship between power and time to take out our answer. As we know that they are inversely proportional, the lesser the time, more the power, lesser the time. Okay, now. So C is going to be our correct option because this is the least time anyone has taken to cross this and reach the sea wall. That's question number 36. Which movement will require the greatest amount of work to be done? A force of 10 newtons, moving an object a distance of 3 meters, force of 10 newtons moving an object at a distance of 5 meters, a force of 15 newtons moving an object a distance of 3 meters, a force of 15 newtons moving an object a distance of 5 meters. So this we can always find by our formula. Work done is equal to force into distance. So for A it is going to be 10 into 3, that is 30. For B it is going to be 10 into 5, which is 50. For C it's going to be 15 into 3, which is 45. And then 15 into 5, which is 75. So the greatest work done would be by a force of 15 newtons and which has moved an object at a distance of 5 meters. ठीक हो क्या जी? Question number 37. A certain machine is very efficient. What does it mean? An efficient machine means that it does not waste any energy. It wastes the least amount of energy. Okay? So it produces a large amount of power. This is not correct. It uses very little energy. This is also not correct. It wastes very little energy. So C is correct. It works very quickly. No, that's also not correct. Okay. Question number 38. 4 cars are driven along a road. The table shows the work done by the engine in each car and the time taken by each car. Which engine produces the most power? So, obviously we'll require our formula, work done over time, which is the rate of doing work. Acha ji. So, first way, the work done is 50,000 and the time taken is 20 seconds. So, that is going to be 2500 watts. For the second one, it's the work done is 50,000 joules and the time taken is 40 seconds. So that is going to be 1250 watts. For the third one, 100,000 is the energy or work done by 20 seconds. So this is going to give us 5,000 watts of power. For D, it's 100,000 by 40 seconds. So this is going to be 2,500 watts. So the most power is produced by the engine C. Okay, because it has produced 5,000 watts of power, which is greater than any other power produced by any other thing. ठीक हो गया जी? Okay. Question number 39. A car moves along a level road at a constant speed. Work is done by the engine and power is developed by the engine. Which pair of graphs shows how the work done and power developed vary with time? So it's moving at a constant speed. ठीक है? तो the work done is like almost the same. Okay, there is a glitch. I'm stopping it again and again. Let me check. Oh, question number 39. A car moves along a level road at a constant speed. Work is done by the engine and the power is developed by the engine. Which pair of graphs show how the work done and power developed vary with time? Okay, now we already know that the car is moving at a constant speed. So when it is moving at a constant speed, so it's getting a constant power and the power is not getting increased, and power is directly proportional to work done. So if something is not increased, the work power isn't increasing, it's constant. So the work done also is going to be a straight line graph because work done जो है वो is increasing at a constant speed. ठीक हो गया? तो A is going to be our correct option. Power is not increasing. ठीक है ना? So anything, any graph that shows power increasing at a constant rate is not correct. The power is constant. ठीक है? तो ये भी इसलिए गलत है. And work done and power both can't be constant because work power is being provided and the work done is increasing at a constant rate. ठीक है ना? तो A is our correct option. Question number 40. The table shows the time taken for 4 children to run up a set of stairs. Which child's power is greatest? Okay, now they've given the mass and then they've given the time. But we already know that for power, power and time are inversely proportional to each other. So the least the power, the least the time, the greatest will be the power. Okay. And ऑब्वियसली अब आपके पास दो ऑप्शंस ऐसे मिल रहे हैं 10 और 10 के. तो अगर आप देखो mass of the child को, तो this child had a greater mass and this child has a lesser mass, but this child still managed to do the work in lesser time. So obviously C would be the correct option because this child has a greater mass. So this child is going to, क्योंकि आप देखो ना ये है and then power is directly proportional to work done, which is force. It isn't the greater the force या weight, the greater will be the power. So mass ज़्यादा है तो इस वजह से ये, because mass and weight are directly proportional and time कम है तो greater the power. ठीक है? So this is going to be the correct option. This brings us to the end of this topic, work, energy, power. Inshallah, we'll start the topic pressure very soon. So kindly like and subscribe the channel. If you found anything helpful, kindly remember me in your prayers. And best of luck for your CIAs because these days the CIAs are happening. Best of luck for that. So see you in the next video, inshallah. And Allah Hafiz.